would you fix the title in this one, if you can? You have to wait till I turn it off, to say the title from 1 and then part 2. I don't understand that. I'll just be streaming and it just cuts off, and it still looks like it's streaming on my end. Everything looks fine, but nobody can see us. I don't understand it, but it does it. But we're back. Let me get my monitor back.
It says you're upcoming.
All right, I think I'm back though. Are you seeing me, Shannon?
I'm seeing you.
Okay, Shannon's got me, so you might need to refresh, babe.
Gotcha.
Oh, wait, that might have been the green one.
Let's look.
Oh, let me check.
No, I think I'm back. Yeah, I'm back. You're just going to have to refresh. I don't understand that, but YouTube does that. I'll just be streaming along when I'm doing it with my phone like this, and it just ends. We may have to just only do this from our StreamYard app, which I normally use, but to use the loop table, it's harder for me to do that. But you know what? Next time I can go to our Eurofolio table if I need to. All right, bright yellow in here. Let's see what else we want to do. I think I want to do some of these.
Is that yellow or orange?
It's kind of orangey yellow. It's not really yellow. What do y'all think? Is this too busy if I do a bunch of the little, let me get it where you can see it. If I do a bunch of the little vehicles, or I could do, see, like there's the gumball machines and here's airplanes, or I can do color, just colors in here. I kind of like the colors. I think they're bright. Ooh, but not the blue. Ooh, this plaid. No, I don't want to do that. If I'm going to use these solids, what I may have to do is red on either side and then blue back here. What do you think? Red on either side? Blue in the back? Or I could do blue on either side. And red at the bottom. I don't know. I kind of like the solids better than I like the little patterns, because I can bring the patterns in. But that's cute, isn't it? Maybe I'll do a pattern on either side. Yep. Let's do Coke bottles. Yeah? Then I can do blue here. That's cute. Okay, that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to adhesive them. It's so big. Okay, and we'll close these down so I can get the book out of the way. All right, let's put some adhesive on some pages. We can do that.
You don't have one.
That's my old one.
Oh, that works out
I
well.
haven't cleaned it all off, but it's charging and it's on.
That works well.
I just thought about it a minute ago. I was like,
I'm going to grab my big tape to make this go faster. Can you hear my squeaky shoes? I don't know why they squeak. They
your
squeak.
feet are really clean.
They squeak so bad.
Are you wearing them barefoot?
No, I have socks on. It doesn't matter. They just squeak.
I like your feet are really clean.
No, that's what we'll think. They're squeaky clean feet. Okay, I got a couple options. I got this guy, this guy. Let's try this guy. I might be sad about it, but let's just see. Might be sad, but we'll find out.
Wow.
Pretty nice, huh?
I'm gonna hold my judgment on that.
Why? It's a lot quicker. What are you thinking?
I don't know. I guess we'll see in a minute. I'm with Terrence. That's some big tape.
It's a big tape. I love it. I love it. Turns out if I want to just do this, I think that's enough. I don't think this page is going anywhere. I know, for real. You'll have to run away. Run away. This is how you do this one. Actually, that's pretty good. It's actually working pretty good. Look. So my arm is the dispenser. That's funny. Y'all, we're blazing trails we've never been.
I'm seeing that.
I'm not sad about it. I think it's kind of fun. I really like having it on my arm like a big bracelet. Then I can pick this one up and just keep going. What? Look at this. Look how speedy this is. All right. It's cereal paper. Oh, this is supposed to go this away. All of y'all gonna want this. This is the new fashion.
Don't wait to see if you can get it stuck down.
Oh, that's true. This is going to be the new fashion, though. I can see everybody going to lunch wearing their adhesive bracelet. Then when somebody be like, oh, I wish I had some tape. Oh, I got you.
All of mine are dangling.
Yes, just wear them like the whole stack. That's funny. I can feel some people stressing about it. Is it going to work? That's part of the fun of these things. That is part of the fun. Is it gonna work?
Terrence said that's never coming off.
Graceland said, "Hi, Maymay from Linden, Washington. I'm a big fan and have been watching your videos for years, but have never commented. I just wanted you to know what a blessing you are. Thank you for all you do."
Thank you for commenting, Lyndon. That is so amazing.
Her name is Graceland, and she's from Linden.
Oh, Graceland. Grace Lynn?
Grace Lynn.
I love that too. That's a good Southern name. Grace Lynn, that's how we say it.
Yes, Gracelyn.
So one word.
One
or we
word.
would say it'd have to be two words here. It'd have to be Grace Lynn.
Yeah, just one.
We have to add a
Graceland.
syllable.
It was a tape bracelet that did it for her, wasn't it?
She said, I've never commented before, and what I want to say has to do with that tape bracelet, but y'all, the tape bracelet, that needs to be trending.
Arlene said it's the bracelet that goes with everything.
It is a little heavy. Look at my arm. It's a little heavy. I enjoyed it. It was fun. I'm going to probably need it again because I got more pages to cover. That's funny. I like it. Okay. Let us install. Hold y'all's mouth right. Nobody out there better hold their mouth wrong and mess me up now. Get your mouth held right. I might say something, Shannon. I feel her over there trying to twist her face up.
Got it.
Shannon, don't be twisting your face up. All right. I'm going to try to do this one down here. Y'all can't see the whole thing. But I'm going to attempt to do it. And it's supposed to be blue. I need a much bigger pokey tool, right? Well, at this point, I just need a pokey tool. Where to hide it? There it is.
Probably sucked up under that tape.
I still want somebody to make me a pokey tool that goes around my neck. Hey, that was easy. 1, 2. Now look, when this works, y'all gonna be like, that's what they made that tape for. Let me tell you what you don't do. Do not drop this. Unless you want to pick up all the fuzz off your carpet, do not drop it.
That's what I'm worried about.
Dropping it?
The placing.
I think I'm gonna be okay.
You got this.
That ain't too shabby.
I feel like once it's down there, it's down there.
That was not too shabby. The only thing that I'm not loving is I should have trimmed them down a little bit more, but I'm going to let them ride. I'm going to put that down out of my way for a second. I'm going to let them ride. I mean, I kind of have to at this point, so I could trim this down.
Yeah, even with the tape on the back.
Actually, this one doesn't need it. Isn't that funny? It has to do with these flippy pieces. This one's
I
fine.
have to make them thinner so they'll have room
Yeah.
for the others to close.
Oh, that's exactly it. So that's why they touch on the sides. No biggie. got an air bubble, but that'll go away in the quilting. Actually, I watched a guy last night. He was making a wedding ring quilt. He said that goes away in the buffing. That'll come out in the buffing. That's what he said. That'll come out in the buffing. That reminds me of when my dad worked at the body shop. Oh, we can buff that out. That's probably what he means that by it'll come out in the buffing.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what we can do here. Might need some extra hands. But that's not allowed, is it? That's not bad. It went right down and it's fine. And that did come out in the buffing. There you go. Easy enough. All right, over here. And this one is supposed to be cars. These are so cute. There was one of these cars at Rustic, and I wanted it so bad as a store display. And I just couldn't bring myself to do it. Remember what these little, like, what are they called? They have a name. They're not push cars. Pedal cars. And it was red, and it looked like a little fire truck, and I thought it would be so cute at Christmas, and I just couldn't bring myself to buy it. But somebody did because it's gone. All right, those air bubbles are going to come out in the buffing. You believe it?
Well, I mean, the proof's in the pudding.
All right, where we have an issue is this page is buckly. So I'm going to try to use all my fingers to my advantage here. I can't talk.
I think you did perfect.
Got it. It's not as hard as you might think it is. It is not as hard as you think. I still got to do this page and to this page and to this page. But I also want to finish that one real quick because I've got it taped already. Yeah, you definitely have to have 2 paper packs because we're just running through paper like crazy. We're just running through it. Oh, I want to cut this one down. I may not cut it down so it matches the other one. You know? It's probably best I don't, so it'll match. Are we good over there? You were laughing.
Yeah. You're saying you're definitely going to need pack because we're running through paper.
We are running through it. The cool thing about having 2 packs, though, is by the time I get to the second pack, I know the paper pack pretty good. And so when I go to do, like, the finishing work, I can be like, oh, I want to use that piece that looked like, or that piece that was. Because sometimes I just get started and don't really pay attention to my paper very well. All right, I'm going to line this one up here. Along that score line. Drop it in. Not too shabby. Let's go ahead and put this plaid right here. I like that. So I'm going to do it up and put it right there. Yep. It's getting heavy, which I like. I like when it starts to feel rich and thick when you add more and more cardstock. Back to the bracelet. Back to the bracelet. Rebecca was holding her breath. I appreciate that because I was too, honestly.
Cindy asked an interesting question. She said, would putting liquid glue on the tape give you wiggle room?
Some people do that, and sometimes I do it if I need, like if I'm gluing to something that not paper and I need it to kind of hold there for a little while the glue dries, I will do that sometimes. But again, I'm trying not to wet this paper because the wetter, you know, I'm already worried about warping in this book because it's so large. So I'm trying to avoid that altogether. But I'm just going to be honest, this is not a problem. I mean, y'all see me doing it. This is not hard. I'm not doing anything fancy.
Yeah.
It's not hard. It's just bigger.
Yeah, but I wouldn't say that it's not hard because you have a very good eye for putting stuff on straight and stuff like that. Several people said a while ago, I would never get that big piece of paper straight.
None of that was straight. If you look up close, it's not straight.
Well, but it's close enough.
I think everybody's is close enough. Here's the thing I want to say to you, and I say it all the time, you guys. Now, not if you're 3 inches off, but even if you are, cut it off on the edge and then add an embellishment. You know what I'm saying? Like, by the time, it's kind of like it'll come out in the buffing. By the time it's done, what Penny says to me about quilting, whenever I complain about something I've messed up or something I've done I don't like, she'll say, it will come out in the quilting. And it's true. When you finish the project, even something crooked, unless you point it out to people, and I'm the world's worst at, I think I did it to Shannon this week. I took something over there for her to look at, and then I was like, oh, that's not done yet, or I haven't done that, or I haven't done this. And she didn't notice any of that. You know what I'm saying? We kind of pointed out.
Or make everything on that page crooked and then it looks like you did on purpose.
Yeah, make it like an earthquake page.
Okay. Grayson also has a question. She says, is liquid glue better for folios or is this stuff better? What's your preference?
I use liquid glue. I prefer my liquid glue in folio making, but folios are smaller. Let me make sure I'm making it clear why I don't want to use wet here. This is a hard conversation, but I want to try to have it, okay? With art glitter glue, and you know that's what I use exclusively wet glue wise, is my art glitter glue. With art glitter glue, you want to apply it sparingly. I'm gonna do a sample here. With art glitter glue, I want to apply it sparingly. So I scratch it on the page, right? So there's not very much there. You can see from the side, there's very little there. The issue is, with a small piece like this, applying it sparingly is fine because it's not going to dry before I stick it down, okay? But with a big piece like this, applying it sparingly, before I get this bottom done, this is drying. And y'all have had this happen before, because what happens is
That makes sense.
it stays a little sticky, but it doesn't quite stick down, and you have to stick your glue back underneath there. That's one thing I'm trying to avoid. The second thing I'm trying to avoid with my wet glue in this situation is I'm having to cover so much surface with the glue that I want to put it on a little thicker. And when you put glue on thicker, it doesn't matter the kind that it is. It doesn't matter if it's art glitter glue, Barely Art, Elmer's glue for that matter. It doesn't matter. The more liquid you add to a page, the more warping you're just going to get, right? Which is one of the reasons that art glitter glue works so well, because you don't have to put so much on, and you just don't get the same warping. So that's what I'm trying to avoid. It's not so much that I'm choosing sticky tape over wet glue for this album. I'm just choosing it in this application. And that's such a hard conversation, you guys, because there's so many places, and I try very hard in my videos to be like, you could use sticky tape here. I try. Do y'all notice that I do that? I'm like always going, you could use this here. See, I'm getting some warpage here. Can you see that? And 100% that's because I put this down with wet glue. 100%. Do you see it popping up? The back I did with sticky tape, but the front I did with wet glue. Now this will come out in the buffing too. And what I mean by that is it's going to dry, it's going to settle, it's probably going to flatten back out. And also as this continues to be on top of it and I add other things to it and blah, blah, blah. And honestly, it doesn't bother me too much, because when you're putting this on and off, it kind of helps for it to be a little warped like that, you know? So that's the big thing I'm trying to avoid, is the amount of liquid that I'm required to add with these sizes of pages. I'm looking to see what's left. I need to cover this one and this one. I have one sheet of red from this pack. And then I have these guys, which I can use because I can dig into my other pack for this page. Let's see what we want to use. Oh, the ledger's cute, isn't it? Ooh, but so is that. I think I like that one better. Okay. You do too? You said yes to that one. All right, so I'm going to cover these 2 pages with those 2 pieces. Ooh, that's cute right there, though. Yeah, I like that. You like the bottle caps there?
Sure.
That's cute. All right, so let's get these ready to go. Did I answer the glue question? Did I get it? Is it clear as mud now?
You did. Now, Melanie has a good suggestion, or a success report. She says, I use the fabric tack, and it works like a dream with the bigger pages.
You can do that. Fabric-Tac is going to take longer to dry, not a lot longer. But for me with Fabric-Tac, it's the same issue. I try to use it pretty sparingly, and it can sometimes get a little dry before I get there, but it's a good option. I use it too. I tend to use it more as a specialty glue for me. I tend to use it as more for like embellishments and things like that because it holds them really well and it does dry a little slower so I can like squish it into things and stuff like that. But certainly, here's what I'm gonna tell y'all. What do I say? You do it for you.
You do you, boo.
And if this intimidates you, just use art glitter glue. It will all come out in the buffing. That's my new thing. I'm gonna start saying it forever. It'll all come out in the buffing. But try this. Don't try this with your $30 paperback. Like, try working your adhesive with your, maybe make something yourself and don't use your super expensive paper pack to play with 5-inch adhesive. But if you've got this adhesive and you're comfortable with it, this is a great place to use it. That's what I'm going to say. And I will tell you, I personally think, and I think Shannon would agree too, it's good to have this wide tape in your stash.
Yes.
We tend to use it in a lot of different places and in a lot of different ways. And you get so much of it that a lot of times you're like, oh, I'll never use that. Well, I find we even have one a little thicker than this one, and I use it too. Not thicker, but wider. And I use it a lot of times too. Shannon can use it a lot if she's wanting to label things. She'll use it for that, like to cover the whole back of a label. What else have we used that wide one? There was something we used that wide one for on a project in here. Can't remember what it was. It was something because or maybe it was in the store. We were carrying that wide tape around with us and using it, and it was perfect. I can't remember what it was. It might have been for labeling something in the warehouse. I can't remember what it was for, but don't be shy about picking up that wider tape.
Parade floats.
Oh, we did use it for decorating the parade float. We sure did. It was really good for that, actually. I feel like we used it for Christmas decoration too at some point. I don't remember. But we like it. This is getting heavy. I love that. Like, I'm almost got a whole paper pack added to it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm starting to feel the weight. All right. This one's going to be a little tougher. And the reason it is because of where I'm at. Because I'm having to be behind. And I've also got some tucked around here. Get that tucked in. I'm behind a page. Do you see me pull it away from my surface to do any editing to it? That's important too. There's that one. Let's get this one. Oh, I didn't tape this one. Here we go again. Close it up. Didn't tape that one. Oh, it's this one I got to tape. Oh, I put that in the wrong spot. I was going to put this there. Let me see how it's going to look before I do it. Because I do have that ledger page that I can use. That'll be cute too. I meant to put the red here. No, I didn't. The plaid was right. I meant to put the bottle caps here. Yeah, I don't like them there. It's too busy. We'll do the red. It'll be fine. It's not touching anything. That'll be perfect. All right. I'm going to know how to open and close this thing in my sleep.
You have opened it a few times.
Here we go. Adhesive bracelet. I just challenge y'all to try this as it comes. There's a thing about me. I guess this is a tick I have. I'm not a person that edits. Have you ever noticed this about me? If I have tape, I use tape. I don't do tape plus glue. I don't do that.
No.
And like, I don't make a tool for something typically. Like I buy a tool for something. This is a tick I have. This is this comes from my father. I know where it comes from. Vince can tell you this too. My dad had every tool for every job, and he used those tools as if it got time to do a job, he either brought the tool with him or he went and got it. He borrowed it. You remember this, right?
Yep.
And I'm that person too. I'm not somebody who, I don't
I have a tool for that.
I don't know.
Why make it harder?
I don't edit. I don't know how to explain it. Like a lot of people say that, oh, I would just do this instead. This tool isn't made to do that. I don't do that. I don't know why I'm that way. And I see people all the time, like, I don't know it's not that it's wasteful to me, but I don't need the glue. I don't need to add. Does that make sense? Again, maybe it's me. Maybe people need a lot more wiggle room than I need. Maybe that's the thing. I don't know. Because I don't craft with everybody. I don't know what their issues are. I know I can't see anymore. I'm blind now, and I'm not using my reading glasses for this. So, I mean, but I can't see anymore. Not up close or far away. So if I run into you in the store and I do not see you, I'm having to tell people this now. Like, you got to get up on me for me to see you, because I refuse to wear glasses. I don't know why I'm that way either. That's a different tick. I don't know where that comes from.
So it looks like we have 225 people watching, but we only have 80 likes.
That's because they don't like what I'm doing, babe. They're like, she's annoying me. That's okay. All right, this is the time we mess it up. It's the last one on the inside I got to put down, right? One of them's got to mess up, right?
Hopefully not.
Look, I want to show y'all this. All I'm doing is holding all that back part up. Okay, that's all I'm doing. And I'm actually not placing any more than I usually would. This is all I'm placing. And because I know my lineup, all I gotta do is lay it down now and place it down, and it's good. Plus, I want you to remember this. This is Cardabella cardstock. Okay, maybe this is a difference. It's not collapsing on me. Does that make sense? Like, some cardstock is not quite the same weight, and it can collapse. See how that's warping? The only place I use wet glue, right there. But you know, if you have a piece of card like this right here, so I can hold this one like this and it's not collapsing at all. But some cardstock is going to collapse if it's not stronger. I mean, this is almost like chipboard. It is not chipboard, but you know what I'm saying. All right, so we got all of this covered inside of here. How long have we been going? Because this is our second one.
12:37 is our current time, so.
Do you know how long we've been going, though?
We
Does it say?
started about 11:15, so about an hour and 15 minutes.
Oh, okay. We said we're going to go about an hour today. And then I'll come back. I won't be here tomorrow because tomorrow is sewing day. I work from home to sew. So maybe we do a live sewing tomorrow of some sort. Give them a little live. But we'll do that on the sewing channel. If you don't know, I have a sewing channel. I also do sewing videos. Just put one out yesterday. Just put one out last week too. That's Maymay Sewed It. And on Wednesdays, I work from my sewing room and I have projects planned. I'm so excited about those too. So we're going to come back to this. I'll come back Thursday morning and give y'all a live. Or I could work on it Thursday morning and Thursday in the live show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could do that because I don't know where it's going from here. What I may do before we get back together, because y'all have watched me cover so much, I may cover this and this. I won't do the outside yet because I haven't decided what I'm doing there, but I may just go ahead and cover this and this just off camera, and I'll put a strip down this spine, but y'all have seen this, okay? So I think that's what I'll do, and when we get back together, we will get to some of the fun parts, some of the layouts, page layouts. That'll also give me some time to print out some inspiration. Because listen, y'all, I have not done a page layout. And let's see, I did some on the channel. I think I have 2 or 3 scrapbook page layouts on the channel. So I've done some, and I've got, I guess we framed a couple of them. But what I'll do is get a little plan behind that, and I will see you guys Thursday morning, and then again Thursday night for the live. Oh, and also Friday night, I'm live on Craft Roulette. So if you haven't subscribed to Craft Roulette's channel, you want to do that so you can get the reminder, and y'all can be there with me and support me during Craft Roulette, because I stress out over that. By the way, I think this by itself would be a really cool folio. I think just this, like you wouldn't even have to have this. Just let this be the folio, and I think that would be neat. I almost think, matter of fact, I might be sure of this, that if you just had the inserts and you added a piece of chipboard to the back, you only had the inserts that we put in here, you could have this folio. We might have to do that too. I feel like that's a thing. All right, you guys, thanks so much for spending an hour with me today. I'm sorry we had to do it in 2 clips. That's just how YouTube does me sometimes. But it's been fun, and I can't wait to see where this goes, and I hope y'all enjoy it too, and I will see you next time. Bye now.
Bye, guys.